Hello everyone, welcome to another math online lesson. Our lesson for today is about solving linear inequality in one variable involving absolute value. Now I have here an inequality statement. The absolute value of 2x greater than 10. Now I want you to pause the video and try to find a value of x that can make our statement true. Do you have it? So can you give me an example or a value of x that can make our statement true? Is your value 6? And then you get it correct because 2 times 6 is 12. The absolute value of 12 is 12, which is greater than 10. So that is correct. Another value is negative 6 because 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. And the absolute value of negative 12 is 10. I mean, no, positive 12 and it's greater than 10. So that makes our statement true. Now, but take note that the inequality being used is a greater than sign. So therefore, it's possible that there's more than two correct answers here. Am I right? Because we have the inequality statement. So there's multiple possible answers here, not only two numbers. Now, let's try to solve or to find out what are those possible numbers are. Now, using the algebraic method, we can solve the possible answers for this one. So what we do here is the same way in solving linear equations in one variable involving absolute value. I hope you saw that video of mine in solving linear equations because the process would be the same. So again, what we do in the linear equation is that we copy the sign here and then add the inverse of this number here. There. And to solve for x, all we need to do is to divide both sides by its numerical coefficient, which is 2. And what you do here should be done on both sides. There. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 becomes an imaginary number, so what's left is x. And then I'll just bring down the inequality symbol here. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then I'll just bring down also the inequality symbol here. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. There. Does it match with our answer? Yes, it does match with our answer because here, any number greater than 5 are solutions to our statement, which is 6 greater than 5. That's why 6 is a possible answer. And also, any number that is less than negative 5 are solutions also to our inequality statement. That's why negative 6 is a solution because negative 6 is less than negative 5. Now, how do we plot this one in a number line for us to know what numbers exactly are solutions to our inequality? So that is 0. So I have my positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have my negatives here. 1, negative 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, the symbol being used is greater than or less than. So, plotting that one in the number line, we use the open circle. So, let's try to plot this one first. Let's locate 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, since the symbol being used is an open circle, 5 is not part of the solution. So what are the solutions here? Greater than 5, so that arrow will go to the right. Therefore, the solutions will start at 6 going to the positive infinity. There. Let's try to locate negative 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5. Again, use the open circle. It means that negative 5 is not part of the solution. So any number less than negative 5, so that's going to the left, are solutions. There. So that's from negative 6 going to the negative infinity. So all the numbers here from 6 going to the positive infinity and from negative 6 going to the negative infinity are solutions to our statement. Let's have another problem. Okay, so I want you to think of a value of x that can make our statement true. Go ahead and pause the video. Do you have it? Okay. Now, do you have the same answer? So x is equal to 4. 5 times 4, that is 20. The absolute value of 20 is 20, which is equal to 20. So it makes our statement true. Another value is negative 4, because 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. And the absolute value of negative 20 is also 20, which makes the statement true. Now let's try to use the algebraic method to solve or to get all the possible values, since this is an inequality statement. So again, let's write the statement here. So that is the absolute value of 5x less than or equal to 20. Again, I'll add the opposite here and just copy the inequality symbol. So I have negative 20. And to solve for this one, for x, all we need to do is to divide both sides by the numerical coefficient of x. There. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 becomes an imaginary number, so what's left is x. I'll bring down the inequality here. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Bring down the inequality. Negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. There. So it means any number less than or equal to 4 are solutions. Any number less than or equal to 4 are solutions to our inequality. And any number greater than or equal to negative 4 are solutions. Now let's try to plot this one for us to know the answer. So I have my 0, my 1, 2, 3, 4, positive 5, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5. Now take note of the symbol being used. It's a greater than, equal to, or less than equal to. So we use the closed circle in plotting it in the number line. So first, let's locate positive 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we use the closed circle. It means that 4 is part of the solution. So any number less than or equal to 4. So that's going to the left. There. And here, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, negative 4. Again, we use the closed circle because negative 4 is part of the solution. Any number greater than or equal to negative 4 is a solution, so it should be going to the right. Now take a look at it here. So eventually, these two lines will meet. Therefore, all the values between these two numbers are solutions to our inequality. Therefore, the solutions of our inequality is from negative 4 to positive 4. use the arrow here. There. So those are the solutions of this inequality. You can try to compare here if the symbol being used is greater than equal to and only greater than or less than. Let's have another example. I want you to pause the video again and try to solve for the value of x that can make our statement true. Do you have it? Now is your first number 5? That is correct. Because 5 plus 4 is 9, the absolute value of 9 is 9 and it's less than 10. Can you think of another number? Also, negative 13 is a possible answer because negative 13 plus 4 is negative 9 and the absolute value of negative 9 is 9, that is less than 10. Now let's try to use the algebraic method in solving those answers. So again, I'll copy the inequality statement, less than 10. Same thing, I'll copy the inequality statement symbol here and the opposite of the constant. Now, try to look at the terms inside the absolute value. Can we use the division method? No, but we can use the additive inverse here to solve for x, right? So I'll just add a negative of that constant. Again, what you do here should be done also here. So positive 4 and negative 4, that is 0, so what's left is x. I'll bring down the inequality. 10 minus 4, that's 6. Negative 10 and negative 4 is negative 14. Sorry. And then do not forget the inequality symbol there. So it means that any value less than 6 is a possible answer, which is 5. That is less than 6. And any value of x greater than negative 14 is a possible answer. That's why it's 13. Now let's try to locate that one in our number line. So that's my 0. So 1, 2, oh, I'll just change that for a while. Let me use the eraser. It should be the other way around. Okay. Let's just place my 0 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my negatives, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll add one more, 15. And I'll add one more here. So first, let's locate 6, positive 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the symbol being used is less than, so I'll use the open circle. It means 6 is not part of the solution. And then let's locate negative 14, so it's somewhere here. Again, negative 14 is not part of the solution, so I'll use the open circle. So any number less than 6 is going to the left, and any number greater than 14, that is 13. So it's the opposite on the negative side, right? So the arrow should go to the right. Now, eventually, these arrows will meet, and therefore, all the numbers here in between our open circles are possible answers to our inequality. So therefore, the answer here would be from negative 13 going to positive 5 are solutions to our inequality. Now let's have one more example. Now I want you to pause the video and try to solve for the value of x that can make our statement true. Do you have it? Is the first value 7? Then you are correct because 7 minus 5 is negative 2 and the absolute, 2, positive 2 and the absolute value of 2 is 2 which is equal to 2. Another value is 3. 3 minus 5 is negative 2 and the absolute value of negative 2 is positive 2 which is equal to 2. Now since this is an equality, then there's possible other numbers here. Now let's try to solve this one algebraically. Again, I'll copy the statement less than or equal to 2. I'll copy the inequality here and the negative of the constant. Again, I'll use the additive inverse to solve for x. I'll add a positive 5 also here and a positive 5 here. Negative 5 and positive 5, that is 0, so what's left is x. I'll bring down the inequality. 2 plus 5, that is 7. I'll bring down the inequality also here. And then negative 2 and positive 5, that will give me positive 3. So here, so any number less than or equal to 7 is a solution. And any number greater than or equal to 3 are solution. Now let's try to plot this one in the number line. So I have my 0 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let's try to locate 7 first. Now since the symbol being used is less than equal to, then I'll use a closed circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's here. And then let's try to locate 3. 1, 2, 3. It's here. So any number less than or equal to 7, so that's going to the left. Any number greater than 3, that's going to the right. So eventually the two lines will meet. Therefore, the possible answers are in between these numbers. So that's from 3 to positive 7. So I hope you learned something today and see you in my next online lesson.